Hi, I'm Emily. Natalie already knows that. Unlike Natalie, I'm kind of new to this whole vlogging thing. I'll try my best at it though. So almost realistic. A lot of Natalie was talking about why we named it is very true, and so I don't feel it necessary to completely go over all of that. But something I did want to kind of go over is not why we named the channel that, but why we just started the entire channel in the first place. Because Natalie and I are both in high school, and I mean, all high schoolers kind of, drone on about how much their life sucks and stuff. And in actuality, as Natalie pointed out, it doesn't suck in comparison to other people's lives. It just sucks in comparison to how we feel our life should be. And, I mean, if you're making that comparison, then pretty much anything is going to be terrible, because you all envision it. Everyone envisions their life the best it could be. And then when it's not that, you're terribly disappointed. Or at least I do that. I don't know. But why we started this channel is because we're both, I guess, very busy in our own minds, but again, as most high schoolers go, averagely busy. And we live in kind of different areas and don't get to see each other that much, or at least this was my idea when I said we should do it. And I mean, we talk on Facebook and things like that, like most kids, but the face-to-face time we get with each other is honestly not enough, in my opinion, and I would, again, like to change that. And something else is, I think that sometimes we just need to slow down and think, yeah, I can take half an hour out of my day once a week to make a video. I have enough time to do that. I have enough time to take a break from things. And I kind of needed that, especially when I came up with the idea. I was right around finals, and you need something. You need a Tuesday video of Natalie's to look forward to, or at least I do, and thinking about your Thursday video, which you can probably tell I didn't really think about too much, and should do that in the future. Some things about me, or Natalie. The thing about Natalie and I is we're very, very similar. We have some obvious, differences in personality, quirks, things of that sort, but in our core substance of character, we're very similar. She's a theater person, I like history, but we're both very obsessive people. We don't have likes, we have pretty much obsessions, and some of mine include, and hers, Doctor Who, books, a lot of dorky stuff that we really like, things of that nature. But what else I want to talk about is, because I am such a history person, I just think it's so cool what's going on in the world all the time. I think it's so cool. Especially what's going on right now in Egypt. I'm constantly, glued to, like most Americans check in maybe once a week to see what's heads up. I'm constantly glued to knowing what is happening right now, because unlike all of the history I read about, where I kind of know the outcome of it already, even if I don't know the specific details, oh, the Industrial Revolution, it must have worked. We're an industrialized country. You don't know all the specific details, but you know the overall outcome. When history is happening, when you're living through it, you don't know the outcome. And I just think that's so brilliant. I mean, our generation's children in 20 years, this stuff will be in their history textbooks, and they'll be looking at it, and they'll pretty much already know the outcome of it, because it's going to just be something known, some common knowledge thing. They won't, again, know the specific details, but we don't right now. We have the ability to watch it play out while it happens, and I just think that's ridiculously cool. And I think it's kind of sad that most Americans turn their back on it, because they're so used to history being made that it just, in their minds, becomes unimportant, besides, tuning in once a week to make sure that, the country hasn't blown up. But I don't know. In my opinion, that's kind of sad, but I guess, in a way, I'll go more in depth on this idea on a future video because 4-minute time limit and things of that sort. I just wanted to kind of touch on it today. You know, something to think about. And yeah, I guess just keep up with current events. It can be cool. It's always relevant. They're current events. So, yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot else to say. Natalie's like my best friend ever. Hi, Natalie. Love you. And I'll see your video on Tuesday was awesome, by the way. Really liked it. I will see another video from you, hopefully, Tuesday, with another awesome t-shirt maybe. I was gonna make a challenge for myself, but I really couldn't think of one. I was gonna do a different nail polish color every week, but besides from that being ridiculously shallow, it didn't really work out, as you can see. So yeah, I'm gonna really regret saying this, but if you have any not ridiculous ideas, I'd love to hear them. I look forward to your video on Tuesday, and I think your first video was awesome, so hopefully next week, you know, we can keep this up for weeks to come. Bye.